watching YNN Buffalo. News all day.
Good Sunday afternoon to you, Western New York. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Jason Torreano. Let's take a quick look at a few of the stories making headlines across Western New York. An update on the man accused of bringing a fake explosive into LaGuardia, forcing its evacuation. It's said to be the start of something big in Buffalo, how the face of local medical care could change in coming years. It's not an easy job, but a research company says they'll try it, raising a 200-year-old shipwreck from the bottom of Lake Erie. Making the most of their summer vacation, what dozens of kids are doing with their time off from school. The man who's accused of carrying a fake bomb into New York's LaGuardia airport yesterday will take a psychiatric exam before being arraigned. Officials say Scott McGann checked in for a flight to Chicago around 5 a.m. Saturday morning. McGann refused security officials' request to answer any questions. He then grabbed what officials say looked like a makeshift trigger attached to a wire on his bag. Authorities say McGann carried the fake explosive into LaGuardia's central terminal, forcing the terminal's evacuation and disrupting travel plans for thousands of people.
The authorities probably are doing the right thing and making sure everything is safe. But for people who need to travel and need to get somewhere, it's just going to be a big mess.
Getting there is going to take me another 5 to 6 hours with the delay that has happened. And then I'm flying back tomorrow. So I'm just canceling the whole plan.
McCann is due back in court on Thursday. Results of that psychiatric exam will determine whether or not he's fit to stand trial. The rain held off this morning as hundreds of Buffalonians came together to walk for a cause. That's because the second annual Walk Off Hunger for the Food Bank of Western New York kicked off Sunday morning at Temple Bethel. Every dollar raised from the walk goes directly to any one of the 400 member agencies of the food bank. Agencies like soup kitchens and pantries, all of them in Western New York. This 2-mile walk was very emotional for many of the walkers because this year they walked in memory of Susan Whaley, who, along with 49 others, lost her life aboard Flight 3407.
Cantor Susan Whaley was a warm, delightful, pleasant, learned woman who just gave her heart to everyone who knew her.
Susan is a dear friend of the food banks and the cantor for Temple Bethel, and she's with us today, and we're walking in honor and in memory of Susan.
The food bank says hunger is 365 days a year, and for that reason, they're always seeking donations. The organization says it serves about 95,000 people in all 4 surrounding counties, 40% of them being children. Motorcycle enthusiasts came together this morning to celebrate the life of a courageous young woman. Jelena Palma lost her life to spinal meningitis in October of 2000. She was only 16 and she was a student at Kenmore East High School at the time. Today's motorcycle run is the 7th annual, and the proceeds collected benefit a scholarship fund in Jelena's name.
Jelena was a young teenager, 16 years old when she left us, and very intelligent in school, and loved life, loved boys, loved everything about life that a teenager goes through. It's very important to me because it was my daughter, and keep her name alive. It's about all we can do. And it's helping a lot of kids go to college.
The 7th annual Jelena Palma Benefit Motorcycle attracts more than 100 cyclists each year. The way healthcare is handled in the Queen City could be changing over the next few years as construction kicks off tomorrow on the new Vascular and Research Center. It's part of the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. The project is slated to cost more than $290 million and will put Kaleida Services as well as UB research facilities under the same roof. It's expected to be complete in fall 2011. YNN, of course, will have much more on the story as it continues to develop throughout the day and the week. A traffic note to pass along to commuters in and around the city of Buffalo. Beginning Monday tomorrow, a 2-week project is set to start on the 33, which will reduce the highway to 2 lanes in both directions. Now, construction is scheduled to last 2 weeks, and it's expected to cause traffic delays. That's especially true during rush hour. So officials say to give yourself a little extra time if your commute takes you on the 33. A Western New York Marine killed in the line of duty has been honored for saving the lives of fellow Marines 4 years ago. Though Jason Dunham may be gone, his legacy and his name will live on forever. The Navy dedicated a ship in honor of Jason Dunham of Scio. The ship is called the USS Jason Dunham. In 2004, the 22-year-old Marine corporal was on patrol in Iraq when his squad was ambushed. He jumped on a live grenade, covering it with his helmet to save the lives of 2 men in the unit he commanded. He died from his wounds 8 days later.
The award is something that he would be very honored and proud of because of the military standing behind it. For Dan and I, it's just it's an acknowledgement of what his actions were, and that's the way he lived his life.
Dunham was awarded a Purple Heart and the Medal of Honor. The ship was christened during a special ceremony Saturday in Bath, Maine. We do have to take a short break, but when we return on this Sunday, August 2nd, more news from around Western New York. You're watching YNN.